Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. Our mini horses, our mini regular-sized horses are now trained. If we look here, they're all at 100%, and so now we just have to wait till the midnight rolls over. And our focus today is going to be getting all of these reds up to greens to the best of our ability. We also have stuff to sell. We have a mission to finish, and right now, we're going to speed up the time and see if we can get these oats also grown in this episode and just start trying to book it a little bit on our money front. But for now, let's put this away and let's fill up the seeds. This might get rid of the pallet finally. Yeah. So that will be good just to get some stuff sort of out of the way. More birds. And let's skip over to our weeder. Might as well go for as much yield as we can get. So we're not quite ready to weed, but we can at least get the tractor over there. Though we are going to have to use this bucket, or we can look into buying a loading wagon. Gosh, they're so expensive. I really wish there's a cheaper one, so maybe we won't. We'll just keep using the bucket. Okay. Now, this is done. And we have lots of canola. 19, almost 20,000 liters of canola. So if we go here to our prices and we sort by canola, where are we taking this? Mission, grain elevator east, canola, grain elevator east. Oh, of course it's the lowest one. So you take it there. We might, seeing as we'll see how much we have left. Boy, sorry. It's a possible situation where we, well, first let's sleep. So we may miss the weeding process again. We're just sort of on a weird time schedule where the weeds come up during the day. Let's check. Yeah, and that's fine. So let's go forward 8 hours. Should be good. Should get us to some light. How am I so bad at this math? 20? Because 24... Oh yeah, I'm just really bad at it. Please let me sleep again. It's 4. Let's go 2 hours. Yeah, I'm really bad at a 24-hour clock. Now, we have weeds here. Let's see. And it just rolled over. So, once again, we're going to miss out on our weeding. So we need to decide, we should probably still fertilize it, just so we can get some better yield. So let's put this down. I knew that was going to happen, because I think it happened to us last time. I went to bed, and then when we woke up, it was at the second growth stage, which at that point you need herbicide. So let's hook up our fertilizer, and we can do a quick fertilizer. We may have to go buy another tub. We'll do what we can do. Zoom out so we can see what the spread looks like. And of course shut it off as we turn around. And it's fine if we miss a little gap here or there. It's Not going to kill our yield, but it's hard to tell with all this growth in the way where I've already fertilized and where I haven't, so I'm not too concerned. 2 more passes and we'll have pretty good coverage. Oh yeah, we can't see it because the weeding. And then once we finish fertilizing, we can speed the time up again. So we'll definitely get our oats grown. We'll just have to wait for the rain to stop before we can harvest. But usually rain doesn't last too long in this game. It's never been an issue, at least for me. It also said we had a loan interest. Sorry, I was thinking vehicle. But we don't have a lease except for this still. Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about that yet. Let's continue our mission. Speed up. Might as well go to 120. And what's the best route? There's really only about one, unless we want to take that. I'm not sure what that is. If you look, there's like a green line between Lime and Grain Elevator, Lime Station and Green Elevator. I'm not sure if that's the rail road. Yeah, that has to be right. Yeah, it's the railroad. So we could drive over that, but we're not going to. Alright, I think this is a good time for me to just skip forward until we can sell lots and lots of canola. Alright, here is Grain Elevator East. Cross the tracks carefully. And we'll sell about 75% for our mission. Got some nice thunder. So I'm going to wait till it gets to about 8,000 and then I'll check it. Okay, mission is super close. All right. We don't want to collect yet because that will take the vehicle away. So I pulled up a calculator. So we have 5181 liters. And these prices are per 1,000. They should be. So if we sell, well, let's slow down time so they don't change too much. If we sell, oh, actually it raised, so this isn't too bad. Never mind. I was going to consider driving because when we left, the prices were like $500 off. But if we just wait, this is going to keep going up, and we'll wait till that kind of maxes out, and then we will sell. Let's see if we do 1,800. If I can click all the right buttons here on my calculator. That's wrong. 5181. Wow, that price is really going up. And I can guess what is happening with my head right now. Oh, okay, duh. Okay, so this should be the right price. Okay, so we should make, yeah, about 10,000. I'll probably, it looks like it's slowing down quite a bit. Let's sell it just so we can continue playing. All right. So not a bad haul. We got 10,000 from the harvest, and then we'll have just a couple thousand from the mission. What are these? Sugar beets in field 10. Oh yeah, that'd be a nightmare. Can you imagine harvesting sugar beets? The problem with sugar beets is they, if I remember correctly, there's just so many of them. They fill up the harvester and the tipper so quickly. They're a big old pain. So anyway, we need to train horses. Like, we're gonna get to a point where we get to another day and we don't have our horses trained. We also need to wait for this rain to stop. So let's check our animals. Yeah, they're all at 0. So this is where life becomes a bit difficult. For some reason, can you not ride your horse in the rain? Oh, that was very strange. I was hitting E and it just was not doing it. So I found out you can actually train horses by just walking, like very slowly. That way you can do this method where you sort of like set it and forget it, and then they won't go nearly as far. Whereas last time I think I showed running, and galloping, I guess. So yeah, you can just do this walk method. They'll barely get very far away, and then you can just turn around and come back. So this is where I will skip ahead. And I don't know when I'll be back. I don't know if I'll skip ahead to when all the horses are trained, which could be a while. The rain might stop by then. I might even go look for a horse training mod. I haven't checked comments today, so I may have missed some important comments about mods. But I'll go figure all that out. Whoop, I'll have to cut that out because I accidentally played a podcast instead of hitting the right button on my phone. And I'll be back in just a few seconds. Alright, we are back. I didn't actually do anything in the game. I went and downloaded the Horse Helper mod. It wasn't in the mod hub, or at least I couldn't find it in the mod hub, so I just did the online download and moved it into the mods folder. So apparently by 23 o'clock all the horses will be trained, and I'll be charged 300 per horse. So it will take away our profit margin, which makes it feel a lot less cheaty. So over the span of 10 days, we'll be spending multiple thousands of dollars per horse. So now we just have to fast forward, I guess. I don't think you have to turn it on. Like, I activated the mod, but I don't think there's anywhere in the game we like go to turn it on. I think it just is going to happen. If it doesn't, then we'll just kind of lose a day, which will be frustrating, but it should be fine. I guess I can always restart without saving. The rain seems to be gone. We still see rain, but the forecast in the top right says that there's not rain. So I think we're going to try harvesting. And we're good. Let's make sure straw swath is enabled. And there we go. So you get to kind of double dip with the horses. You get to do oats and straw at the same time. And then all you have to do is worry about hay. And of course water is easy, so that's barely a concern. Now do these slow... so I think at 23 it just like must just switch over. So we're going to have to do some farming in the dark so I can see sort of what visually happens. Now we got to slow down so we don't spread out the swath too far. Turn it off so we can actually move. I'm going to go this way for a pass, just so we don't have this big hill at the end to combat with. And we'll do some nighttime harvesting, which I definitely see happening around my neck of the woods. So it is a thing. Oh yeah, okay. So what we'll have to do is go at it from this other side, because this harvester is too tiny. Yeah, we're gonna have to rent a loading wagon anyway, or lease, so we can use that to pick up some hay and get it in a pile. Because we have a pile of oats and a pile of straw, but not a pile of hay. It's just all over the ground. So we're coming up on 22, and then 1 more hour we'll go sleep, so we can at least get to the daylight, which is better for video. There we go. That'll help. That way when they get to the end here, yeah, there won't be this large hill, which should speed it up just a little bit. Go. Go, go, go. Come on, come on, come on. I got spoiled in the last episode with the combine. There it is, 23 o'clock. So let's see what happened. Oh, that is so nice. That is really, really nice. Here's the thing. Here's a little workaround. We can pay off $10,000 of our loan. And then when the midnight rolls over, which we'll just watch it. We'll just do another hour. When midnight rolls over, this harvester is terrible. I hate it so much. We won't have to pay that $10,000 of interest. We'll just go negative in our balance because we're going to get a big old bill for the horses. Should get $2,400 because it should be 300 times 8. So we'll see. And yeah, it looks like we did. It just doesn't show up. Otherwise, we wouldn't have be that negative. So let's stop this and hope that after bed we are still able to harvest. Hopefully that it won't be withered. And so now our horses are back to 100. But look at all that money. That is way better. Thank you everyone who said it's fine to do, because it's really nice. It was a little... what time is this? We need about 5 hours. It was a little crazy the other night when I was doing it manually. Because I'd have to like run in and start a horse, and then a little bit later run in and like take the horse back and start a new one, and then like I was watching TV and eating with my wife, then I'd have to like stop and run in again, and oh no. I think we just withered. No. Okay. We are just on a very bad schedule. Shucks. What a waste. What a waste of all that time just because of stupid sleeping. I won't even worry about that. So we have some oats. Well, we can at least... Okay, let's... What should I do? I can't plant and do a loading wagon. So what we're going to do is not plant. Let's go get our tractor. I need to get these red bars for the horses up to green. Happens all the time. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's go get our trailer of oats. Shoot, that's so frustrating. I knew it was going to be close because yeah. And of course we could turn withering off, but I feel like that's one thing that that's been in the game since I started. I feel like that's pretty fair. This is barely better. Wow. All right, here's what we'll do. Let's fill up their water, because that's easy enough. And then let's lease a loading wagon. And we may just keep it leased for good, because then you don't have to pay that initial cost. Am I hitting the wrong button? Yeah. It's I, not R. That's okay. So anyway, this will get their water maxed out at least. And then we'll get their straw and hay filled up, and then we'll replant some oats. There also might be a mission for oats we can check. Sunflowers, barley, that's it. Okay. So if we go to loading wagon, and we'll lease that one, but I'm about to run into the lake. Oh yeah, I'm broke. That's easy enough to fix with a little investment into our horses. Another good reason to just keep the loading wagon once we lease it. I think in Alpine, I definitely want to do, like, start from scratch again. I might just look into leasing a bunch of vehicles, since, like, a lot of these vehicles we start with, we don't really want to keep that long anyway, like the harvester and the tractor. So I'd rather just lease. I don't know. That would add up, though, like that daily. I don't know. We'll have to see. I feel like it's only a huge disadvantage if you keep it a long time. I don't know. Right now it's really helping out. So let's pick up some straw and get our field clear. All right, so I just went ahead and skipped ahead. There's only a couple passes anyway, so we got 12,000. A little over 12,000, which should do some damage here. And we still have some on the ground we can go pick up. Oops. Very nice. And then I need to remember which one of these is straw. Honestly, we don't even really need to save it, because we can just do it when we get more oats. So I'm wondering if we want to just clean this up and sell it. Because once you're filled at max, I think it's 6 days. It's enough to sustain your animals for 6 days. Are you kidding me? I was so careful. And so the oats and the straw are going to run out at the same time anyway. And we can just do straw swath when we do oats. So I don't see a point to save any of it, really. Because it's pretty easy to... I feel like it's easier to just plant a new field than it is to, like, pick all this stuff up. There. And this will give us some money, like maybe $1,000, if that. Not a lot, but it'll at least clean up the farm a bit. I think there's only one place to sell it. Yeah, the barn. So, need to turn that off so I can actually drive quickly. So we'll sell it and then we can go get some hay. And that I will keep because that is a process. The mowing, tedding process is involved. So if I can just have a stockpile of hay, that helps a lot. And of course, if we were loaded, we would get the hay loft, which can hold hay and straw. It is one of the best things ever added to the game. The hay loft, hay and straw. And then yeah, it's like a silo. You just fill it up and then drive under it and fill your tipper up, and it's a beautiful thing. But it is also a pricey thing, so we will never have it. Okay, so we can sell this. Again, you'll get like $1,000. Oh, 8 straw. I need to sell this 8 straw. This is a problem. Oh, maybe not. I think I saw last time if we run over hay, it'll just start over with hay. So it's not going to like block us from getting hay. I hope I'm right about that. Okay, so I really want to start close to our field because that seems to mess me up sometimes, and I need to actually turn it on. Oh, weird. Oh, I see what's going on. The 8 straw is not in my loading wagon, it's in my bucket, which is why I couldn't empty it. Okay. We'll just keep it in there. We don't want grass. Okay, see it? When we hit the grass, it starts over and it just like deletes the hay. And that is frustrating. Also, it'd be nice to have a windrower, but this is okay. I just need to be careful not to hit grass. Which means next time I use a tedder, I need to be diligent about keeping the overlapped. So we're not going to get too close to that. We may have to do another mow and ted before we fill it up. The other way to store hay, of course, is bales. That's kind of the old way before they ever introduced letting things just like before they introduced unloading from a wagon and onto the ground, you used to have to use bales if you wanted to store it. But baling is also expensive because the machine is really pricey. But yeah, I guess now we can lease it. It's probably a lot cheaper. Whereas back in the day, before the leasing option, you had to buy everything you wanted. Okay, let's see what 6,000 does. And let's turn it off before I run over grass and delete this all. I'm not sure if this will fill it up, but it should do some damage. And then we can pick up that with the bucket, the oats with the bucket. Or just plant it. I think it'd actually be better just to plant a field and not worry about it. Okay. Oh gosh, that barely did anything. Huh. Okay. Well, I think that means, unless we have another, let's check the missions again. Still sunflowers. Well, yeah, none of these are going to change because the time has barely passed. That makes sense. So what we will do is we'll take a break from feeding and we'll actually plant more oats and not let them wither. Try to get a good yield. Oh. I don't even think we may have to do 2 or 3 before we fill up into the green. Like it looks like we need a lot of oat, which makes sense. It's a lot of horse. So I am going to get this planted. Well, I'm not, but I'm going to hire someone to. And we'll have this planted by next episode. And for that, for now, we will call that a day. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the episodes. Like, subscribe, comment below if you want to, and of course, have yourselves a very nice day.